Here are the ingredients for meat pineapple pizza. So I have ground beef here, and we're just gonna go on the stove first for like 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna be adding onions first, and I have mushrooms here. They're peeled, they're washed, peeled, and sliced, and 1 green pepper, and cheese, of course. And spices I have here is a tablespoon of salt, teaspoon of chili powder, and teaspoon of black pepper, and this Italian seasoning. So here are the spices that I add. Then my dough is here. So I made my dough a few hours ago. It's already risen. I made them into these balls, so they're big balls. I'm going to cover it with this for another 20 minutes or so, or until I make my fillings and stuff, and then it should rise enough. So let's put this on the stove. I'm going to cover it on a medium high, and every few minutes I'll stir it. Here it's been on stove for about 20 minutes on a medium, more like low heat. And now I'm going to add the onion, and then I'm going to stir it, cover it for another about maybe 10 minutes or so before I add the other stuff. It's been 10 minutes since I added onions. It's coming to sizzle, as you can see. If the meat, this meat had, it was fatty meat, so I didn't add any oil. But if your meat doesn't have enough fat, you can add some oil. Now it's time, I'm going to add the mushrooms. And it's gonna be on for maybe another 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna put it in a little high heat, and until that comes to sizzle as well. So this is how it looks like after about 10 minutes, and I stirred it 3 times. And now mushroom is swam. Now I'm gonna add the green onion. So I'm gonna stir this and cover it for just a few minutes, and I'm gonna turn it off. I don't want this green pepper to cook all the way. I'm gonna cover it. It's just gonna be on for a couple minutes. Here's how it looks like. I turned it off a couple minutes ago, and it's time now for you to taste it. If you need more spice or salt, you can add, or any other seasoning you like, and you can add. Here's the my dough. It's got proof here, and I'm going to put a little bit of oil here, and then I will just press it down until I bring it to the sides for the pizza that I want. And I'm gonna make it more flatter. So I've got my cheese ready here, and I put the pineapple in here. But as you can see, there's still some water here, but when I pick it up, I'll just squeeze it with my hand and put on. And I have 2 trays here. I'm gonna sprinkle them with flour. In this way, the pizza will never stick to your tray. And I have preheated my oven to 430 bake, and then I'm gonna flatten this. I'll put in the tray, then add my pizza sauce and stuff. This is how big it is. I made it not too thick, it's not too thin. So now I'm gonna put it in my tray. So try to make you dough on the counter or somewhere just as big as your tray, so you don't wreck the flour. Just nicely put on the tray. And I use this pizza sauce, so I don't know what you like to use, but I use this one. This is how it looks on the sauce. I'm gonna, in the bottom, I'll just put a little bit of cheese first, so I can make my make the meat and veggies stick to the dough. Now I'm gonna add the meat and veggies. Sauce right here. And then I'm just gonna add, you can put however much you like to put on. This is how it looks like. I think it's good enough. Now I'm gonna put we just squish it and stuff because, but I'll do it with my hands. So I'm gonna just sprinkle the pineapple on top. So this is how it's like. Now it's time for the cheese. It's gonna go in the oven. My oven is still not on 400, it's on 355, but I will just put it to the top. I'm gonna put it in the top until I make my other one ready. So this is the one I put in here. It's been in here for a couple minutes. As you can see, it's got a little coffee. And now that's gonna go in the bottom to be done. And then this is my second pizza. This doesn't have pineapple. Some of my kids don't like pineapple, so that's gonna stay there until that gets golden brown. I switch them again. Okay, now I'm gonna check the bottom of this one. It's made. As you can see, it's made. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this and put this to the top. Now the top is gonna get golden brown, and then all this bottom gets done. Now, as you can see, the pizza is ready. It's golden brown. If you want it more brown, you can leave it on the stove, but I think for me it's good. I'm gonna take it out. I cleaned the surface, or if you have a wooden, you can do, but it's easier to cut on here. So I'm gonna cut this. So I'm gonna plate it and I'll show you. And this one is just the meat and cheese. And I made 2 slices with pineapple. And this is how it looks. So here it is. This is how you make pineapple meat pizza. It's really tasty, and the bread is really crunchy and nice. So try making it. I hope you enjoy making it and eating it. Thanks for watching.